For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
We would like to start this evening by acknowledging our 3 girls soccer seniors. Our first senior is Naya Expedia, escorted by mother Heidi Expedia. Naya has played the sport of soccer for 8 years and has enjoyed her past 4 years playing for Lorain High School. She was awarded the role of team captain the past 3 seasons. Naya hopes to attend a university in Virginia where she will major in criminal justice and continue her soccer career. Her ultimate goal is to enroll in the FBI Academy. Naya would like to thank her parents for supporting her and cheering her on at all of her games. She would also like to thank Coach Mike for always believing and for teaching her the importance of leadership and perseverance. Naya Expedia. Our next senior is Harley McQuaid. Harley is being escorted by father Mark McQuaid. Harley has been playing soccer for 8 years in total and is currently a soccer captain. Harley is planning on going to Columbia College in Chicago to get her master's in photography. Harley would like to thank her mother and her sister for teaching her everything that she knows. She would also like to thank her friends for all the love and support they have shown her. Lastly, Harley would like to tell her coach Mike and her team that she owes her success to all of them. They gave her motivation and the perseverance to work harder, and although the team has had its rough patches, she would like to thank them for never giving up. Lastly, she has a message for Coach Mike. Thank you for everything you have done for this team, for all the time you make for us, for all the long lectures you gave, and for being the first coach to actually believe in us. Words cannot express how grateful I am for you and the team. I'm proud to be a part of this team and to have met all of you. Harley McQuaid. Our last senior is Genesis Marrero. Genesis is being escorted by head coach Mike Fields. This is Genesis' first year playing soccer. She plans on enlisting in the Army after high school. Genesis would like to thank all of her teammates for embracing her in her first year in the program. Genesis Marrero.
Hi, my name is Paige Murphy. I'm 17 years old and I'm in the 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying medical assisting with a focus on STNA through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I want to be a nurse one day, and taking a more hands-on career tech medical assisting classes is really helping me to grasp more concepts. I've wanted to be a nurse ever since my grandfather was diagnosed with PSP. PSP is a more extreme version of Parkinson's disease. I helped care for him. Hospice and nurses came to the house 24/7. I saw them care for him, and I thought I wanted to do this with my life. The Medical Assisting Career Tech program is helping me become an STNA before I graduate high school. That's the first step to my nursing career. It's a lot easier to learn in CTE classes because it's more hands-on. It's stuff like that that's going to help me be a stronger nursing student one day. I knew what I wanted to do, and now I know how to do it. And it's all thanks to Lorain High's Medical Assisting STNA Career Tech program.
Good afternoon and welcome to George Daniel Field. It's Ladies Soccer, Independent Edition. Jay Ferguson, Joe Bach here to bring you the Lorain Lady Titans and the Brush Arcs of Charles Brush High School from South Euclid and Lyndhurst. Lorain won the toss and will kick off to start the game in their brand new uniforms. Number 10, Naya Especia, one of the 3 seniors honored before the game, will start it. by kicking it to Harley McQuaid, another of the seniors, and the Titans lose control of the ball, and it's control. Kennedy Kemp, number 12, had it. Knocked around, knocked out by number 11 for Lorain, Kamir Halil. And Brush will have a throw in. We were talking about Shaw before the game. We play 2 40-minute halves. The clock runs except for goals and injuries. And if it ends in a tie, it ends in a tie. Saved by Lexi Thompson, and she starts it out. She didn't control it, but it comes out to Kemp. Kemp turns it, working hard against Mackenzie Kuhn, number 2. Sends it across field over the foot of Halil and goes out of play.
So, Jay, you said Brush's nickname are the Arcs?
Charles Brush High School. Charles Brush was the inventor of the arc light.
Ah.
So hence the nickname, the Brush Arcs. There's a shot on goal, and it's Thompson got the hands on it and controlled the rebound, and she'll bring it out. It's a neat old building. It's a mid-20s building with a lot of character to it. It's 3 or 4 stories, and it's got the clock tower and.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kind of similar maybe to Cleveland Heights, maybe?
Yeah, very similar to Cleveland Heights before the remodel.
Yeah.
Or Toledo Scott, where we went a couple of years ago,
yeah.
Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cleveland Heights' new school is beautiful. They renovated it and kept a lot of the character.
Here comes an attack and a shot and a goal for number 18. Maya Canaday gets the first goal. 2 minutes in. And Brush goes on top, 1-0. So we'll take it back to midfield and do it again. We're a second under, 38 minutes left in the half. We had the ball to start with and was pretty much controlled then the rest of the possession by Brush. Now Jimison has it. Jazzy Jimison for Lorain, centers it. Seymour waits for it, has somebody cut in front of her. Passed around by the Titans. Madison Blakely had a foot on it, but controlled by Shaw. Heels clipped from behind. It's accidental, but it'll be a free kick for the Arcs. Jalen Bailey, number 8, looks like she'll be the one to left-footed on goal. And in.
Oh, wow.
And in. That was from 28 yards.
Yeah, you couldn't have placed that any better. Hit the bottom part of the upper bar, and it's a goal.
And it's 2-0, and we are 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. The Titans haven't had the ball in Brush territory yet.
They have not.
Sent back. 17 is Blakely. Chips it over, and the Titans look to control. Getting away with a push from behind was Especia, but back come the Arcs. Seymour got a foot on it, sends it ahead. And then back to Seymour, who chips it over the first line. Especia challenges it. And it'll be a throw-in to Lorain. Alexis Leyva will throw it in. Headed forward, but then sent back out. McQuaid with a boot, sends it in deep, where it rolls across the line for a Brush throw-in. Knocked away again, that time by McQuaid, and it'll again go a Brush throw-in as they matriculate it down the field a little bit. LaPoche gets a foot on it. That's McQuaid. Got a clump over there. No place to pass it. And now McQuaid breaks it free, but knocked away from her and out of bounds. It'll be a Lorain throw in. Leva comes over to take it. Alexis Leva, two hands it out in toward the middle of the field. Nobody there but Arcs. And controlled by their defense. Up comes Mackenzie Kuhn, to stop it. But then it's sent back, and Bromajian has to go back and get it for the Titans. Kuhn comes up, but Shaw controls with Elizabeth Schultz, 24. Mackenzie Kuhn gets back to keep her honest. Knocked away there in the middle, and Jimison. Seymour knocks it back. Seymour again fighting for it. Knocked away, and that was Bromajian. Just keeps getting closer to the box. There's its turn. McQuaid lost it. Sent wide off one arc. McQuaid hustles for it. Out of bounds, and referee signals it's Brush's ball on the throw-in. There it goes. Knocked away there by Lapache, out of play, and again Brush will throw it in. Knocked down by Lapache, controlled by Brush. On the outside, Mackenzie Kuhn controls and stopped, knocked out of play, and I believe that's going to result in a corner kick. 34-23 to go first half. It's Brush by 2. For Brush, Elizabeth Schultz, number 24, will take the right-footed boot on the set piece. Sends it into the middle. Beautiful kick. Went through everybody before it was trapped by Kalafidis. And Brush controls yet again. Knocked away there. And over the end line where it'll be a goal kick for Lexi Thompson and the Titans. Substitute for Lorain. 14, Grace Arendt in, replacing Jazzy Jemison. Thompson places the ball on the top of the box. And she sends it out. Past the first line, knocked down there and turned. That looks like it's not Leva. That was Aspicia. Arendt. Lapache. Into the middle, nobody home but Brush. That knocked down there by Autumn McDonald. And then Aspicia chases it back, sends it in and chases it, but Brush turns it. They still fight for the ball. Number 11, Kamer Halil over there. It's sent in long, and I'm confused as to how that wasn't offsides, but Thompson makes the play inside the box, and she'll bring it out and punt it away. It's going to come out near the midfield stripe, controlled by Halil, and then McQuaid. Arendt chips it toward Aspicia. Defense gets there first, but McQuaid turns it again. Arendt, footwork past one. Now she's there with Aspicia and McQuaid. McQuaid into an arc. Sent into the middle. Aspicia controls and sends it right back. Cleared and out by Brush, who comes back on the attack with Kennedy Kemp, number 12. She scored the first goal. No, she didn't. Shot and a goal. Right-footed shot. Hooks in at 8:04 the first. And that was number 12, Kennedy Kemp, from about 6 yards. And it's 3-0 Brush. Just a shade under 32 minutes. Substitute for Lorain, Monica Maya, number 16 in.
Hey, Brush certainly turned the field on that one.
Quickly.
Lorain had a decent penetration into Brush territory, and they quickly, a couple passes, moved the ball down. One shot, another goal.
Well, and the difference being Lorain was attacking 5 with 3, and they were badly outnumbered. Right here you can see. Now they've got a fourth with Maya, who's a little bit more offensive-minded. Chipped in by Arendt. The keeper will handle for Brush, Clara DeCenzo, number 38, I believe, and she sends it away. Shaw controls it, and it's sent over the defense. Got 3 runners on the way. Seymour will get there first and send it back to Thompson. Stops it with the foot. She can't pick it up, so she's going to have to punt it away, and she does. But it's controlled right there by Kalen for Brush. Around Kuhn, and now they battle for it. Chip sent into the middle. Schultz. Good work there by Leyva. But then around the other side and on the outside of the cage was Calafidis, number 6.
Yeah, the clock was...
Had a clock malfunction there for about...
at least 3 minutes.
Now the official wants a minute knocked off.
Okay.
So...
I noticed that, but there's not much we could do.
Yeah. So the clock is reset to 30:45. Lexi Thompson with the ball in the crease sends it ahead. Arendt had it for a minute, knocked in the middle. Lapoche is there. Fought for. Bromagian tries to turn it, but not out. Now it's sent ahead a little bit. That was McQuaid with the high foot, but it's sent back into Schultz, who centers it, knocked down in the center, but controlled by Shaw yet again, number 33. Gianna Ross sends a deep one in. Thompson will handle that easily. 30 minutes to go, first half. Punt away. Grace Arendt gets a foot on it right on the sideline, but it's controlled by Brush. Kalen, then Arendt takes it away. Arendt sends it back to Aspicia, back to Arendt, and they try to play catch with it, but it's intercepted, and back comes Brush. On the retreat, number 8 is Jalen Bailey. That is Lapoche sends it back in. Aspicia there with it, right at the keeper. Almost came out and got out of position. That is McQuaid, and sent back out, and it'll be a Titan throw in at about the 10-yard line. Joe, one thing I see down there is we have ball girls on the sideline.
Yeah, they're getting it back into play very quickly, which is a good thing.
Leyva tosses it into the middle toward Aspicia, but it's knocked away. Grace Arendt hit it with the right foot off a defender and then with the left foot out of play. So it'll be a goal kick for the Arcs. Substitutions for Brush. Xenia Thomas, number 26, comes in on the defense. That ball is booted out of play, and it'll be a Titan throw in at about the 20-yard line. Leyva again comes up. Substitutions for Lorain. Halil and Jemison in. Lapoche and Blakely out. 27:55 to go, clock ticking. Leyva toward Aspicia, tried to knock it down. Knocked down now and turned by the Titans, but not out. It's up in the air. Arendt clears it to the far side off of Maya, who comes in and steals it back. Maya around one defender, chips it toward the goal and then chases, but the keeper got there first. We saw Monica Maya's speed on display against Shaw. She can really move it. Nice punt by the keeper. Gets it over the midfield stripe where an inadvertent handball knocked it down by Bromagian, and Brush will put it in play. Kyra Yoder, but Bromagian gets ahead of her and tries to turn it. They battle for it. It's controlled by another arc. Schultz, 24, with it, and then knocked away. And back comes Lorain. That's Jemison, but she lost it to Ross. Ross sends it goalward, wide, and it'll be a goal kick for the Titans. Whistle, another substitution or two. 12, Madison Barnett. 17, Madison Blakely in. Grace Arendt and Mackenzie Kuhn out for Lorain. Leva had it. That was Blakely had it go off his shoulder and then out by a Titan throw into Kalan of Brush, who has it knocked down. Especia runs after it, but Maya will get there first. Oh, one lady attack. She's beat 3 defenders, one more to beat, and she can really fly. She had to chip it with the left foot, and it was just...
Didn't get enough on it.
Well, it was the wrong foot for her.
Right.
Punt out of there is trapped by the Titans. Nicely done. This is Leva sent in again and then kicked away. It'll be a Titan throw, and Leva's right there ready to go at the 20-yard line. Up, whistle. I think we had a bad throw in there. She faked herself and got a foot off the ground. 33 is Ross for Brush. Kalen, and then down to 24, Schultz ahead of the field. Elizabeth Schultz crosses over into the middle of the field and then passes. Right-footed shot is a goal by number 5, Kyra Yoder, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
And it's 4-0.
The Brush arcs.
The Lady Arcs, to be more specific. I guess maybe just slow down. Especia. Blakely. And then sends it into the middle of the defenders who just volley it back. Blakely has to come back for it. It's off and out of play. Throw in to Leva for Lorain. Leva hipped out of there by 21, Nair Grant for Brush. And we'll do it again. There was a double doinker off a couple of heads, and it goes out of play back to the Titans.
Well, it went from a head to somebody's face.
Yeah, Angela Califatis, it looked like, might have got the worst of that.
Wow.
I can't see a number, and she can't see much of anything. She got, that's number 8, Jalen Bailey. Back in play we are. She traps it right there, knocks it down, and responds like a gamer. One of the Titans down on the turf in the middle of the field. Whistle, and we'll get a timeout to see what happened with Kamir Halil, number 11. She and another Titan came together. Mike Fields out there, and here comes Tracy Menges.
Well, they tend to that, Jay. Why don't we take a quick timeout?
We can do that. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Williams. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying sports health and fitness through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. I've been playing sports since the 7th grade, volleyball to be specific. I know I can't play forever, but I can still be part of it if I become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. The sports health and fitness classes at Lorain High are giving me an idea of what I'd be doing in the field. I tell all the athletes to take Dury's sports health and fitness class because he knows what he's talking about. He's an athletic trainer. I'm learning how to prevent injuries by doing stuff like taping. That's why I'm also interested in physical therapy. Physical therapy helps get people back to playing. I've learned that the rehab part of physical therapy is more structured and that as an athletic trainer, I would always be at games and practices. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Sports Health and Fitness Career Tech program.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Kamir Halil helped to the bench, walked off under her own power, and we're going to be back. The Titans will put it in play. Naya Especia or Grace Arndt, one or the other will handle it. Especia gets it into the middle, bounces a shot goalward, was going to be wide, fielded by the keeper, however. And the Titans retreat, waiting for the punt, and she's got quite the leg in her, Joe. Another one out past midfield. Chased down there by the Titans, Madison Barnett, and then lost. McQuaid fights for it, almost landed on it. Knocked away. Alexis Leyva was there. Bromajan sends it back to those four waiting defenders, but Arndt knocked it down, and Titans try to continue the attack, but that's just a big white picket fence of brush arcs that the Titans can't navigate through. Especia, Arndt, Blakely, the fourth one up. Spacing those bad. That looked like it had promise, but we just got clumped.
Right.
Maya, who's had the best chance by far of any of the Titans. She's chasing it down, but it'll be a defender who sends it out onto the track, which is okay. The Titans have had trouble advancing the ball to that point, so if they can get it down there on a throw-in. Leyva. There's another foot up. That time I caught it. The right foot was up in the air before she let it go. So it'll go over to the Arcs with 21:40 to go first half. 4-0 Brush. Seymour knocks it down. Sent ahead by the Titans. Especia. She chipped it over for McQuaid, too strong, and Brush will run it down. Turned there, but out of play. So a throw in on this side. That was Jasmine Seifula. And Leyva's got a couple of them to choose from. Last week we couldn't get one. Leyva down the sidelines for McQuaid. Bounces past her and goes out for a goal kick. Substitution for Lorain. Sue Lapoche in. Monica Maya out. That goal kick goes out onto the track, and it'll be another Lorain throw in. Alexis Leyva to take it about the 35-yard line. Tosses it in toward Arndt, but again the foot came up.
Wow.
That's one of those things that once you do it once, the official's always looking for it.
That's right.
And the close one now goes against you. So it'll go over to the Arcs. Ross to throw it in. Knocked down there by the Titans. Blakely. Arndt. Sent ahead to Especia, but nobody in the middle. Just chipped out off Bromajan. Seymour goes back, sending it back to Thompson. One-on-one with one of the Brush players. Now 23, Faith Shook comes up, but it stopped there for the moment. Knocked away by Leyva, but then sent in to where Thompson will have to play it with 19:10 to go in the first half. She punts it away. Knocked down by Jimison, but it went the wrong way. Jimison goes back after it into the middle. Whistle. There's an inadvertent trip. It'll be a free kick to Brush. Now, this is one will be at about the 35, 39-yard line. Let's see if they can get this one on goal, Joe. Number 8, Jalen Bailey, the young lady who got...
That looked like she just kind of tripped over the ball.
Yeah,
Kind of got,
the young lady that got one off the noggin a few minutes ago just taps it over to Haley Thompson, and they'll play from there. Knocked away by Seymour. Throw in to Brush. Thompson sends it down toward the keeper where Thompson, Lexi will pick it up, and she'll run it up and then boot it away. Errant tries for the high step. Nope, off the head of an arc and sent back. There's that wall of white-shirted defenders again. Titans can't get past them. Without Maya in, the Titans lack the speed to outrun the defender that you need to, in order to not be called offsides. Leyva, now it was the other foot. She's like the golfer that slices a couple off the tee and then has it get to her head. Or the Browns kicker that misses a couple extra points and field goals. Oh, did that happen? Throw in for Brush. Bailey. Threw it right to Blakely. Errant. Jimison. Sent ahead, and there's a defender sending it right back. Leyva. Jimison. Come McQuaid, and then past her, and she's going to go on the run for it, but she'll make up some distance, but the defender will get it there and send it out of play.
We're going to get a corner kick.
About 3 yards up from the end line, where the Titans will put it in play. Grace Errant. Substitution, Monica Maya comes in. This is a good time for her to come in with the Titans on the attack deep in the Brush end. They toss it toward Aspicia. Errant. Maya chips it off of one of the defenders. Nicely done. Jasmine Safula has it go off her, and it'll be a corner kick for Lorain. It went out over the end line that time, so Grace Errant will put it in play with her left foot, I believe. Yep. Sends it toward the goal. One of the defenders played it off her body, and the keeper dove out to knock it away, so we'll just do it again. 15:20 to go, first half. 4-0 Brush. Again, that one not as high and sent away again, so we'll do it number 3. It's like Groundhog Day, Joe. Yeah. Now, Blakely comes up for some instruction. That one's sent up high, but right to a defender, unfortunately. Leyva got a foot on it. Blakely tries to turn it. Has it trapped, sends it deeper. Kuhn sends it ahead right at a Brush defender, Grant, who sends it ahead. This will be a race for the ball, and Brush is going to win it with Yoder. Yoder ahead of Seymour trying to get back into play. Thompson came out, cut down the angle nicely, and blocked the shot, but the rebound is free. Sent off of Seymour, and it's back out toward the 20. Lapache back into the play for the Titans, tries, but unable to take it away, and they control in the middle of the field. Blakely, that's Bromagian, down the middle. Knocked down by Jimison, but it comes right back in. Seymour now with it. Taken from her. Down the side comes Brush. Shot controlled by Lexi Thompson. And again, Joe, they turned the field over rather quickly. Seemed like we just were taking corner kicks.
Right, yeah. Well, I will say that since going down early 3-0, the Lady Titans have played much better.
Yes. Knocked away there, and they battle for it. Off of Grace Arendt. Inadvertent handball will send it back to Brush. You don't have to swing at it with the hand. If it hits the arm, right, inadvertently it's a handball, and they'll call it and give it to the other team. And if it happens in the box, they'll give you a penalty shot. Especia, and Jimison just sends it ahead. Now those defenders are pushed up near the 50. Back comes Yoder. She looked for Shook. Titans with it. That is Lapache. Jimison. Jimison pries it free from one and then sends it into the triumvirate. Back comes Brush. Gianna Ross, 33, had it taken away by Leyva. Over the foot of Maya and then sent back. Leiva's going to trap it, roll it ahead, send it off an arc. Ross turns it into the middle. Taken there. Shook one-on-one with Bromagian. Thompson went under Thompson and in for a goal. Number 23, Faith Shook. At 27-58. And it's 5-0 Arcs. So we'll go back and kick it off yet again. A couple of substitutes for Lorain. I see Lapache and Arendt out, along with Madison Barnett. I'm not sure who came in back there. We'll get him on the fly. Well, that's number 11, Kamir Halil. She was one of the Titans who was injured earlier. Glad to see her back. Especia trying to make a run, knocked it away from one defender right to another. Maya spacing. Back. Especia tried to get it back to Maya. This is Halil. She chips it ahead, but there's another defender who just sends it out onto the track. They are very confident in their ability in the defensive end.
Yes.
Leyva to throw it in. That went better to Blakely. Leyva again. Looking for Especia. It bounced through her toward the goal. Keeper comes up with it. Joe, I don't know the rule. I'm assuming it's a no goal if a throw-in goes in, isn't it?
Yes.
Back comes Yoder. Yoder ahead of the field, being chased by Kuhn. Seymour chips it out. It's turned, but not out and not away. Haley Thompson, 7, and then sent in toward the middle. Kuhn. Leyva and Kuhn fight for it. Leyva walks it back out. Especia with it. Chipped it ahead. Nobody running on the wing. And then sent back out of play by an arc. 10-10 to go first half. as Danielle Leyva, or Alexis Leyva, comes over to throw it in for Lorain. There it is. Naya Especia traps it. Jimison chips it over the first line of defense, but it's retrieved. Now the Titans will try to put some pressure on. Sent out of play there. It'll be a brush throw in. Ball was off number 4, Giselle Romero for Lorain. Haven't mentioned her yet today. Down and out, and the Titans will get a throw in from about the 27-yard line. 5, McQuaid comes back for Especia 10. 14, Errant comes back. Somebody else has to come out now. I'm knowing the math here. Well, here comes somebody. It's Romero, number 4. That's a good throw in by Leyva. A pass bounces past Jimison, controlled by the Brush defense. Errant, McQuaid, chipped back by Blakely, controlled by Brush. Seymour got it turned. McQuaid. 8:30 to go, first half. Past the Titan defense, but Kuhn is there. For the moment, McQuaid with it. Kuhn comes up to stop the attack, but it's sent back. Leyva there. Leyva sends it ahead across the midfield stripe to Blakely. Blakely is 3-on-4 with the defense. She beats one, sends it goalward. There goes Grace Errant. Was on a run, but the keeper beat her to it, and it's away. Right back out to the 50. That ball's traveling 40 yards in the air consistently, Joe, on those kicks.
Yeah, that's a weapon in and of itself.
What a way to turn the field. Errant.
Exactly.
Sent out of play by the Titans, and it'll be a Brush throw in with 7:20 to go, first half. Brush in control, 5-zip. Mackenzie Kuhn knocks it down, but off her and out of play. So we'll matriculate down the field a little bit. Knocked down there. Leyva. Around 1, sends it ahead. Halil. Chased down by those 3 defenders that are omnipresent, and then just sent wide. Like I said, Joe, they're not afraid. And there's substitutions. Especia back in for Lorain. For Maya. Who else came back? Lapache. Blakely will do the honors from the sideline toward McQuaid. Sent back out, so we get a redo. Madison Blakely. Errant saved it, but it goes out again, and it'll be Lorain's ball just 5 yards closer.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
Well, I'm hoping that the football team can move the ball 5 yards at a time or so tomorrow. There's a throw into Especia, back to Blakely. Lost, and guess what? It's going to be a throw in. Blakely. Bounced into the middle. That's Lapache. McQuaid, Lapache. Chipped toward the goal, but easily controlled by the keeper. Booted out of there right. One of the Arcs who just kind of shied away from it. Seymour turned it. McQuaid had it, lost it. Battle in the middle. Shook and then lost it to the Titans and Blakely. Blakely down the near side, sent past one into another arc. There's a collision there. It'll be a free kick for the Arcs. Madison Blakely stayed down a little bit, now up. And her opposite number, Bailey Kaland, number 17 for Brush. Off of Blakely, it's going to roll back to the keeper. Thompson with it, 4:20 to go first half. Thompson punts it out of there, one of her better kicks, high, landing at about the 45. Sent wide and out of play by Blakely. It'll be a Brush throw in. Kalen. Off the noggin. Kuhn had it for a minute, but Calafadis has it. Trying to go around McKenzie. They get tangled up. McKenzie got inside of her with the ball and turned it, but not out. Shook. McQuaid. Whistle. And this time it'll be Lorain with the free kick on the inadvertent trip. I believe it's inadvertent. He ran out there as if to... Okay. Harley Ann McQuaid, one of the 3 seniors on the Lorain roster who were honored before the game, chips it over to Madison Blakely. Knocked away from her and out of play with 3:15 to go in the half. Titans steal a little real estate on the throw in there. Grace Arndt lost it out of play, though. Karma. So it'll be a Brush throw in. Amira Bailey, 22. A double hop and a throw. Calafadis ahead of the defender. She's trying to run it down. She tried to split the defense. Mackenzie Kuhn's going to get back there and turn it, but not out. Calafadis still with it. Shook and Bromajan contest. Shook, not much on that one, and it rolls to the keeper with 2.5 to go in the first half of play. Thompson boots it away toward Arndt, hits on the logo and bounces over Grace, who takes it away. 1-on-3, past one. McQuaid had it, knocked it down, but not out. Whistle. Must have been a handball. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's been all Brush from the first goal with 2 minutes gone. Then a second one 45 seconds later, and the Arcs were charging. Sent wide by Brush there with 1:45 to go. And Blakely will throw it in. Sends that one toward Aspicia, but taken away there by Kalen. But then Aspicia gets it back over to McQuaid off of her, and it's going to roll out of play down at about the 10-yard line on the football field. Bailey will throw it in for Brush. 1:10. They're up 5-0, and the ball's in their end. They're not in any hurry whatsoever. This is Kalen. Tries to go around McQuaid. McQuaid off her and out of play, so they'll throw it in with 54 seconds to go. Mackenzie Kuhn tries to trap it. Bromajan knocks it down. I just recognized that big club on Bromajan's arm.
Oh, yeah, right.
Kept in by Blakely, trapped by Kuhn. Shook had it. Bromajan to McQuaid and then right back. 29 seconds to go. Shook tried to get through. Whistle. Free kick there on the hold with 18-17 seconds to go. Number 7 is Haley Thompson. She sends it into the middle where McQuaid knocks it back. Chipped, but not anywhere. Whistle. That'll do it for the half. We've played one at the George. Brush Arcs 5, Lorain Lady Titans nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Blake Bartley. I'm 16 years old in 10th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying welding and manufacturing through Lorain High's Career Tech Education Program. After that first class, I knew it was something that I would want to stick with. I could have a future in this. I put pieces of metal together and have learned all different types of welding, like MIG and stick. I get to learn TIG welding my junior year. We've done a lot of projects so far and I've gained a lot of experience. Overall, the program is fun and pretty laid back. It's never boring because you're always doing something in the class. Krushenko is by far my favorite teacher. He interacts with us and gets along pretty well. The stuff he's taught me is going to seriously help me when I need to weld my own car one day. That's why I'm going to University of Northwestern Ohio to continue my education in welding. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High Welding and Manufacturing Career Tech Program.
Our little superhero looks pretty happy.
Yes, he does. I've been teaching him that eating healthy will make him grow up strong. It's so important that we both encourage him to eat healthy and exercise regularly, and that we live that way in front of him. You know, it's never too early to start.
I wish I'd eaten healthier when I was his age.
Yeah, maybe if you had, you would have developed some special powers also.
92% of kids and teens have a poor diet, but you can change that. Teach your kids the importance of healthy eating in a language they can understand.
Jay Ferguson, Joe Bach back here. The teams have switched ends to begin the second half. The Arcs will start with the ball and a 5-0 lead. They scored with 2 minutes gone in the first half, and then again 45 seconds later, and it was pretty much on from there for them. They added 3 more to make it the 5-0 total that it is.
And Jay, I'd be remiss if I didn't wish you a happy birthday today.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you much, sir.
So thanks for spending your birthday here at the at George Daniel Field covering senior night girls soccer.
My pleasure. Knocked out of bounds, and the Titans will have a throw-in, and it won't be Elizabeth Bromajian throwing it in because she doesn't have 2 hands, Joe. She's
Right.
got a war club on that right hand. She must have a cast that has to be padded. Posh and headed it forward by the Arcs. Sent past the first line of the defense. Thompson will have to come out and play it on a hop. And she punts it away. It's a low one. Especia tried to get it. Sent back in. Leyva.
Oh.
That poor, Is that the same poor girl?
Oh, it might be. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, she's not going to stay down. She's tough.
She's a gamer.
And she's smiling.
It tells me one thing.
Wow.
She doesn't have braces.
She had glasses. She took. She had to pick them up. Wow.
Were we able to get a number, Joe?
For
the girl that got hit?
Oh, I think that was. I thought that was.
There she is, number 8.
Yeah.
Jalen Bailey. She's the one that scored on that long free kick.
Right.
The second goal. Nairi Grant loses it out of bounds. It'll be a brush throw in on the offensive end. She flips it back to Maya Canaday, who tosses it. Amelia Seymour off her knee. McQuaid. Bromajian sends it ahead. Knocked down there, and Especia has it around one defender. Brings it back to the middle. Looks for some help and sends it back. Blakely and Jimison. Jimison chips it, but taken away there. Bromajian sends it back right away. Especia knocks it down, sends it over to McQuaid. McQuaid up the sideline, no. Jimison sends it back off an arc and then played into the middle. That was a handball that didn't get called.
Oh, yeah.
Kicked into the middle there. And fight for it. Blakely working hard, but Won by Brush, who sends it in. There's a runner ahead of the defense. Kuhn able to get there first and turn it because Thompson wasn't. 3-on-3, they send it in again, and Thompson out ready for this one. And the boot is away. It's going to bounce about the 48 and over the midfield stripe.
Yeah, she's been getting a little more on her kicks tonight.
Yes, she has. Sent in deep where Lexi Thompson will be the only one there. 36:30 to go, second half. Another one away. Bouncing past LaPache, a header. Knocked down by Blakely. Sent wide. Off of Jimison, out of play. It'll be a Brush throw-in. Canaday, headed by Aspicia, and then off of McQuaid. They battle for it, off an arm, and it'll go over to the Arcs. Free kick puts it in place, send it across field where it's knocked down by Halil. Volleyed back and forth, Brush in the attacking end around Kuhn. That's Bailey sending it in. Bromagen sends it out. Brush brings it back under control, sends a runner in wide. Seymour tries to slide tackle, but no, and the ball just rolls harmlessly over the end line finally.
That's a nice attempt.
"35 minutes to go in the ball game. You know, Joe, we just saw in the background one of the reasons why turf is so great. The ball girl rolled the ball along the end line to the goal, and she didn't have to worry about it hitting a bump or a pothole. It was going to go straight the whole way. Yeah. Aspicia, LaPache, McQuaid on the run, trying to get after it. Back defense sends it back to the keeper. The Brush has switched keepers. I'm guessing that this is Clara DeCenzo.
Jay, when they were leveling the field, they had a laser leveler.
Oh yeah,
it was amazing. It was a big machinery that adjusted with lasers. It's really cool.
Yeah, because they took off. There was a 10-degree pitch from the middle of the field to the sidelines.
Yes,
and now it's less than a degree. It's almost flat. There's an offsides. One of the very few tonight. Yeah, the crown, and Joe, you can get a shot of the old grass out behind the stadium there. As what they did was they scraped about 10 inches of the old turf and stuff off and used it in the back. I'm sure they're going to use it to fill some low spots come spring. Battle for it. They couldn't do it now because all those fields are in use back there for practice between Lorain High and Johnny Wilson. And
they'll get it spread here late fall and have the whole winter to
let it settle and seed it.
Yep.
There, she's back. That was Leva. Good throw in, sent wide and out of play. So the Titans really picked up some turf there. Down. Long throw in past one defender, knocked down. Aspicia tries for a runner, knocked away, and will move down. Joe, they've picked up 50 yards on 2 plays.
Now we need to get it in between in the goal here, in between the posts.
Blakely will throw it in to Leva. Leva off a defender, and back come the Arcs around Seymour. Bromagen. Leva. It's Brush on the attack. turned by Kuhn. Past Despicia and back to the Arcs. Around Seymour. They're in 2-on-1. Bromagian and the club. Nice job running it wide, and Thompson able to field it. .30-45 to play in the ball game. 31-45, excuse me.
Yeah, she got that past the 50 on the fly, Jay.
Yep. Oh, there's a double doinker. Despicia back heels it, controls it. Nice footwork, but nobody home as it's tapped back toward the keeper. I don't believe she can field that. I thought it was sent in by a defender.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Back comes Brush on the attack. That was Kennedy Kemp, who beat a couple. She was one of the goal scorers in the first half. 5 different players got on the board for Brush in the first half. Leyva will throw it in. Spins it up past Despicia to the defense. Knocked down there. Blakely fights for it. Bromagian chips it back right to the same spot off a Brush head and sent in by Lepage. Booted right back out. Blakely knocks it down. Unable to control it, though, and the Arcs have it with Canaday, and she just sends it ahead of everybody. She's got a runner all alone. This is onside and over the glass. Hit the rock. Thompson did a good job coming out to cut down the angle and make her adjust her shot high or left and right, and she elected to go up over and was just above the crossbar of the soccer goal. Former Lorain High and current Brush head coach Eddie Hall in attendance tonight.
Oh yeah.
And that one slides past a couple to Despicia over to Maya. Sent ahead for McQuaid. Turned by the defense. Maya goes back after it. Sent wide and out of play. It'll be a Lorain throw-in with 29:10 to go second half. It's been all Arcs. Leyva spins it ahead right to the defender. Despicia traps it. She sent it ahead, but it's going to go through to the keeper. Fielded harmlessly.
Well, it's been a stalemate here in the second half, so Lady Titans holding their own, but
DeCenzo got the boot off.
5-zip.
Yeah. It was those first 22 minutes. 28 minutes, excuse me. There's a runner. Bailey, number 8, on the run down the right side. Past Bromagian sends it wide. She got a lot on that one. And now there's 2 of them out back. The ball girls are slowing down. So they'll have to go out behind the goal and field both of those while Thompson puts the third one in. .28 minutes to go as Lexi Thompson readies to boot it away. Straight down the middle, right into the mug of a arc. Kuhn. Battle for it there. Whistle. I thought I saw the out official reaching for a card. Now the near official moves it up a couple of yards to the 18. Now this is a young lady that scored from that spot at the other end. In fact, a couple of yards further. This is Jalen Bailey, who put one just like that, only inside the crossbar. So the Titans dodge a couple of bullets there. Number one, that there was no card. And number two, the shot went wide. Sent down the middle, all the way to the defense, who sends it right back in. That's Bailey. She's fighting for it. Sent out by one of the Titans, and that is Maya, but she has it taken from behind. Back it comes. Kuhn gets inside, knocks it into Bromajian in the middle. Battle for it there. Back comes McQuaid. McQuaid tries to get it outside the errant, but Seymour has to come up and challenge. Not out. Got a runner going in. Nairi Grant sends it over the keeper, but wide.
Yeah, nice block.
Thompson again coming out to cut down the angle and force her to do something she didn't want to with the ball, with 25:50 to go in the ball game. Joe, I don't know if you've seen it or seen any of the pictures, but the old Southview High School building is in the process of coming down. The gym is just about gone as they work on
I did see that.
bringing down the last of Lorraine's 3 original high schools.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd let me know because we've documented all the others, but I first saw it when one of our safety officers, Chris Gonzalez, posted it on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
But, yep, it's coming down.
So those of you that are interested, you can stop out to the site. I know they are putting some bricks outside the fence, as they have done in the past with Lorain High and Admiral King, and actually all of the old elementaries as well. So if you are interested in a brick, stop by the Southview site and either find a pile outside the fence or
don't go inside the fence.
Don't go inside. Get the attention of one of the workers. Has a chance for brush sent over the end line by Seymour.
Yes, and if there's none, I was told if there's not any out there, just come back another time. If you don't see anybody, and they'll be putting them out on a regular basis.
Yes, they are.
So
this will be a corner kick for the Arcs. Some wholesale substitutions here. It looks like Naviel Gales, number 27, is going to take the corner kick. Now, I think with where she has it placed, she's going to just try to pass it. If she's right-footed, and if she's left-footed, I can't imagine why she has it there. Now she might be trying to arc it into the middle. She just sends it toward Especia, knocked down there, brought out by Maya. Maya's beaten one on the run, sent right back in by another of the Arcs. Blakely, shot, and then Seymour chipped it aside and out of play. There's some communication issues in the back there, Joe. I think that Seymour and Thompson have looked at each other a couple times here in the last few minutes about whether or not the defense or the keeper should play the ball. McQuaid battling. Sent ahead by Leyva. Back by Brush. Maya. Nice block there in the middle by Bromajian, who goes to the turf for her efforts. Mackenzie Kuhn had it. Bromajian getting helped up by a teammate as play continues. Whistle, and there's the handball call that'll allow the Titans to substitute and get, I hesitate to say, take Elizabeth Bromajian out. In fact, they didn't. Now they have. Yes, they have.
Tougher than nails.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a Titan free kick from that spot because of the handball. Alexis Leyva, with 22 minutes to play, will knock it away. Maybe not. Maybe she's just going to fake. She sends it over toward Grace Arent. Runner for Brush tried to get in there, and they do intercept it. Knocked away by Leyva. Back to Maya. Maya knocked to the turf as the ball goes out. It'll be a Brush throw in. Tossed in there. Controlled by Gales. Gales down the side. She was the last goal scorer. There's a save. Thompson got enough hand on it to knock it away, but it will be a corner kick on the near side for will it? Oh, I guess they're saying she didn't touch it. Well, Joe, I think that's a break.
Yeah.
Because I really thought I saw the ball change directions.
I was going to say, me as well, but can't blame it on it.
No harm, no foul at 5-0. Substitutions, they're waving to the Lorain bench, but nobody seems to now. Lapache and Romero come in. Maya and Arent come out. Lexi Thompson stays loose down on the S in Titans. And she gets ready and sends it away. She's much more effective with the ball in her hand than she is off the turf, Joe.
Yes.
Ross had it, knocked away there. Jemison for the Titans. Sends it ahead toward McQuaid, but broken up and sent goalward. Brush with a runner. Oh. Almost a swing and a miss. Yeah. Leyva was there to clean it up. McQuaid, Lapache sent down the sideline out of play for a Lorain throw-in for Alexis Leyva.
Yeah, one thing Brush has been very good at doing tonight is changing the field very quickly.
Yes. And one other thing that they've been very good at, Joe, is liberally substituting and moving people around. They're getting some of their younger players some experience with this 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for them.
Yeah, which certainly helps, the program in the long run. There's inadvertent handball that was missed. Sent back by Blakely. Knocked to the middle by Gordon. Aspicia. Gales with it. Chipped into the middle. Seymour sends it wide and it's going to go out of play. Haley Thompson will throw it in with 18:20 to go in the second half. No, it's a Lorain throw in, excuse me. Leyva will throw it in. Down the sideline intended for McQuaid. That's got good speed on it. It's turned there by Gordon. Gordon starts it back up. Gives it a boot. It's stayed true, though. It's going to stay true the whole 100 yards, Joe. Bailey with it around Seymour. Bailey in on Thompson, 2-on-1. Thompson slides out, makes a nice tackle and save.
Yeah, very nice save.
Joe, that's not a play we'd have seen her make at the beginning of the season.
Right.
She punts it away. Low kick, knocked down at about the 45, and Brush in control again. Thompson, Bailey. Bailey has Seymour knock it away. Sent out over the end line where it should be a goal kick for Lorain. Substitution. Number 9, Elizabeth Bromajian and her cast replacing.
Yeah, that was something, Jay. 70 yards, that ball just rolled all the way down the field.
Tells you how good your laser leveler was.
Yes.
Amelia Seymour is going to come out for Lorain. Thompson, that one along the turf. Jimison sent across field, fought for there. Bailey and Marrero fight for it. Knocked down with a hand, and Lorain will have a free kick. Down the middle of the field where it's knocked off a defender, back into the middle for Brush, who sends it right back in. This is Bailey. Chips it over one. She's got a runner out here. They race. Turned by Calafidis, but then sent back all the way to the midfield area. McQuaid knocks it down there in the middle of the field, but back comes Brush. Grant, whistle.
What's the call?
I think we were offsides on the far side.
Ooh.
I couldn't get a number there, but there were 3. That was a 3-on-3, and the player on the far side, 22, Bailey, looked to be just ahead of the play. Okay, I see what the problem is. They've got the goal up on the scoreboard. So by putting it in play here, that ought to tell them that it's not a goal. And so it's actually 5-0. And Brush on the attack once again down the sideline. That time she slowed up so she wasn't offsides, and Bailey has it in on goal, but Thompson with it. 15 minutes to go. Joe, give a yell up to Brian Corey and tell him it's 5-0. It's you or nobody, I guess. Thompson comes over here into the corner where punts it away across the midfield stripe and then sent back in. Genesis Marrero there. She sends it wide and out of play. There's good job, Mr. Bach. Joe Bach does everything. He films, he comments, he edits, he talks to the school board. Joe Bach, a little bit of everything.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
Substitutions for the Titans. Marrero, one of the seniors, comes out along with number 4, Giselle Marrero. Let's see, it was Genesis Marrero, Giselle Romero, and number 11, Kamir Halil, as the ball rolls free in the brush and sent back. Maya there to compete for it, but around her and up the sideline come the Arcs. Sent down the sideline, goes out of play. Off of Maya, it'll be a Brush throw-in with 13:30 to go. And fought for there. Leyva sends it back. McQuaid chips it. And back come Ross.
Oh.
McQuaid has it, turns it. One defender to beat. Harley McQuaid just had the bad angle there.
Yeah.
With 13 minutes to go. But it will be a Titan throw-in. Titans have been unable to generate anything in these throw-ins, and they're in the offensive end. Off the foot of McQuaid. Especia tries to work inside the box. Nice move, shot right at the keeper, unfortunately. DeCenzo picks it up, And she'll get it out of there. She punts it away, straight up, short, knocked down, and fought for. Blakely with it. Nice stop and turn there. Jemison sends it back, out of play. It'll be a throw in for Brush. 5-zip Brush leads. All the scoring in the first 28 minutes of this one. Especia. Maya. Seymour. Joe, I found it interesting the other day in the local paper, the article about time for soccer to get a mercy rule. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah.
That was this week?
Yes. Thompson comes out to cut down the angle, takes it off the foot of Gales. It'll be a corner kick for Brush, but a nice job there by the keeper. And, the article made the point that, it's hard to pick up a newspaper and not find a soccer score that's very one-sided in high school soccer. And it gets worse with the beginning of the tournament season when teams are seeded and high plays low. And at that point, you get some that go, into the high teens.
Right. You have it for softball and baseball.
And that was their point. You have it in softball and baseball. You make it harder to score in football with the running clock. But soccer, the clock, that corner kick cleared everything and everyone. And Maya comes out of there with it. Monica Maya, just everywhere she looks, there's another one.
Yeah, soccer has a quasi kind of running
Well,
clock.
they have a running clock, but in soccer, the clock runs unless there's a goal or an injury.
Right, so it's really not cutting down.
That doesn't. Yeah, so that doesn't say. That doesn't save anybody. And that was. His point was. Why not? If you don't want. You don't want your baseball or your softball team losing by 15 or 20. Why would you do that to your soccer team? In on goal, knocked away on the pass there. And then
nice
off
block.
of Seymour and out of play. It'll be a corner kick for the Arcs with 10 minutes to go.
It looks like we're going to try to complete this game without any lights.
Yep.
As we're still getting some filtered sunlight.
Joe, it's nothing compared to what we've done the last couple years without lights. There's a shot in the goal. On the set piece. Brush hits number 6 in the back of the net. And a rather stunned Arc there as the ball first got all the way through her. And Haley Thompson, number 7, knocks it in the back of the net with 9:45 to go.
That's the first goal of the second half.
Yes, it is. And that was all about the pass. Thompson had no chance as the corner kick went through to the back post, and the only one there was Haley Thompson for Brush, and she knew what to do with it. Jemison? See, now we are at that position where the clock will run, but the clock runs anyhow. The only time we'd notice anything is if there was a goal, because they would still stop it for an injury.
That's correct.
It'll be a throw in here. Leyva comes over.
Now, was that a local article or was that a?
It was one of the local writers.
Okay.
From the, I couldn't even tell you which newspaper it was. There's a pair of throw-ins. Alexis Leyva dragged the foot nicely there. Arendt tried to go around one, but not the other. Now the ball volleys back toward the keeper. She fields it and will boot it out of there. Rolling toward Monica Maya, who's going to race right back in with it. She can get around the defense. We know how she can run, but nicely played there by 25, Lillian Kiefer. And it'll be another Titan throw in, this time deep in the brush end with 8:20 to go. Leva. There was the illegal throw again, saying that the off foot came up in the air. So with 7:50 to go, it'll be a brush throw in. They send it down the sideline. Maya there to turn it for Lorain. Gets it across to Blakely, but picked up by the Arcs. Nair Grant sends it down the sideline where it will roll out of play. And it'll go back over to the Titans with 7.5 minutes to go. 6-0 brush. The second half's been much more competitive, Joe.
Oh, sure has.
There comes the throw in. All the way through to Especia. Sends it over to Arendt. Tried to go give and go with Especia. Sent into the middle. Knocked away there. And it'll be Brush's ball on the foul. Shook to put it in play. Oh, that's not Shook, excuse me, that's Ross. And she sent it wide and out of play. So it'll be Lorain's ball with 6.5 minutes to go. Titans will have a throw in deep in their own end. Way back inside the 10-yard line. Sent into the middle. Header there. Brush controls, but now Maya's going to have a chance to get moving for Lorain. Monica Maya sends it into the middle, too far for Especia. Out of play. Throw in for Lorain off an arc, and it'll move down near the 10-yard line with 5.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, getting closer.
Sent into the middle, where it's taken by the keeper. DeCenzo with the clean sheet still intact, sends it out of there. High bouncer, Seymour knocks it. That same poor girl, Joe.
Yeah.
Here comes a runner for Brush, sent in but wide off the outside of the right foot by Nair Grant, and it'll be a goal kick for Lorain with 4:50 to go. Lexi Thompson, 4:30, as she gets ready to boot it away. Sends it spinning down the sideline, knocked by Blakely ahead to Especia. She's 1-on-4. Now she's got McQuaid with her. She sends it into the middle, too far for Harley Ann. And Especia again sends it. Nobody home with her. Now Arendt sends it to the wide side of the field, where the keeper will just come out and wait in the corner of the box for it. 4 minutes to play. Boot away. Arendt. Jimison. Especia. McQuaid over to Especia, too wide for her. She's going to chase it down before it goes out of play, I believe. Send it up, but not out. Arendt sends it toward the keeper. Fielded there with 3.5 minutes to go. Bounced ahead to Seymour. Blakely had it. Jimison tried to send Aspicia in too far, and again the keeper comes out of there. DeCenzo sends it back to Maya. Aspicia with it. 3-on-1, sends a shot in that's stopped by DeCenzo. She corrals the rebound with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, that had a little muster on it. I was hoping I'd get by there.
Now Blakely sends it ahead to McQuaid. McQuaid has it taken, sent down the sideline out of play off of Harley McQuaid, and it'll be a shot or a brush throw in. There's a ball that's sent out of play, and it'll be a Lorain throw-in. Joe, you know, as I peruse the Brush roster here, one of the positions that I noticed that I don't see on too many teams, but I know a lot of the teams out in that part of Northeast Ohio have them, is a fitness coordinator.
Oh.
Which is basically an athletic trainer in the strength and conditioning mode.
Oh, very nice.
Sent ahead, and oh boy, look at all the open field here. That's onside, and the only one with her is her teammate. Back comes Bromajan to try and make a play, and she did make her shoot it before she wanted to, and it went way wide. Again, the wrong foot of the attacking player came into play there, and with less than a minute and a half to go, Thompson will pick it up and put it in play.
One last chance for the Lady Titans to try to get on the board here.
Lexi Thompson knocked down there by Jalen Bailey, and who loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's kind of hoping new uniforms. They got their new uniforms in today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping to bring them some luck. They look good in them.
Yep. Sent ahead, McQuaid. No. Levens Halil, and then sent over to the middle by Aspicia, controlled by Brush with 35 seconds to go. Chipped ahead onto the foot of Gales. Gales goes wide with it. She sends it over the crossbar with 25 seconds to go. And it'll be a goal kick for Lorain. And Thompson will place the ball down, but I don't believe she's going to have to put it in play. Now she brings it over here with 12 seconds. She just boots it straight ahead into the pack, chipped ahead, and that's going to do it. 2-1, and that'll do it for this one. The Brush Lady Arcs come into George Daniel and defeat the homestanding Lady Titans of Lorain 6-0. And Joe, it was a learning experience for the young Lorain team, as we did honor the 3 seniors on the roster before the game, and you know, then the experience of Brush came out and really showed in that first half, where they had 5 of their 6 tallies. And so the Titans drop this one. And I believe this is the last home game, is it not?
Yeah, this will do it for ladies soccer this year. We covered 3 matches, and yeah, they were 1-2.
Yep.
So not too bad. And they got their new uniforms today, so you know, good for them. So, you know, wish the ladies the best of luck. They do have they have several games left on the road, so we'll hope for the best, you know, for our ladies.
Absolutely. But my friend, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. For my good buddy Joe Bach, this is Jay Ferguson, and reminding you once again, it is a great time to be a Titan.
And happy birthday once again.
Thank you, sir.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.